Okay, so I am playing Absolver. I've already started playing this game a little bit yesterday, so we're just gonna continue into that. Um, it's a pretty good game as I see it so far. So basically what it is kind of this martial arts type game where you go around as a custom character, even though there's not a lot of customizations, and you have three different styles. Absorb, like I don't know the actual names. It's avoid. The abilities are avoid, absorb, and parry. So those are three different styles you can have on your character, and you can get more as you progress. But basically, if you pick parry, you can't, like, if you pick to parry someone, you can't dodge. If you pick to absorb, you can't parry, stuff like that. Unless you learn it later in the game. But, there are stats, so there's armor and stuff like that. Obviously, um, with your class, you want to pick something that benefits you. So mine is windfall style. That's my style at the moment, which is usually a fast. So I can dodge. I can get out the way, move, so that attacks don't hit me all that much. And usually people with style, but they have more protection than not, so that they don't get one-shotted. And then, but so this is mostly a martial arts game, but there are weapons, there are swords, and there are war gloves, I think they're called. But yeah, so this is third person type game where you go around and you fight some people. There is a story to this game, and your main objective is to figure out what it means to be an Absolver. But to do that, you have to prove that you're worthy enough to become one. So to do that, you kind of just have to go around, not fighting things, but there are certain things you have to fight. I just can't find them. As you can see here, this is just a computer, but the blue attack you saw was Absolve, which lets her not get staggered by you. But what I'm doing is I'm dodging, even though it's not that good at the moment. Cause I still haven't gotten used to this game yet. So dodging's still kind of weird to me. But yeah, I can dodge down, I can dodge to the left. Oh! I can dodge to the left, I can dodge right, I can dodge up. So how you attain new skills is it's kind of actually random. So it's not random, but when you go up against an opponent and they're using a skill that you don't know on them, so the more you get hit by it, the more you learn it, the more you dodge it, the faster you so there's a bar that you can see progress, so in blue. So when that bar gets to full, you'll be able to dodge the move faster, and you'll know the move yourself. Alright, I'm trying to find out where she is. She's usually in here. Oh, there she is. Oh, there's two of them. Uh-oh. See those bars with the weird stances that had a white bar? That's the thing I'm talking about. So if you happen to die by the person you're fighting with, then that bar will completely disappear and you lose all your progress on the move. But usually they'll respawn so you can just fight them again if need be. There's also blocking in this game. Obviously, you take less damage. So usually when you're just starting out, you really want to just let, you really just want to let these people attack you and dodge them as much as possible so that you can learn their moves. Unfortunately, I'm not that skilled yet, so I'm not going to do that. Because I'm not, what is it? I'm not, I don't feel confident in my ability to dodge. I still haven't learned it yet. So from what I've seen, blocking does block all damage. Oh, and that black smoke you just saw, that's a fate move. So if I do that, it will kind of freak people out. It's really used for PvP, but it could be used for CPs as well. I've actually already killed her, so I don't really need to fight her again. The one problem I have in this game is finding out where to go next. So this is like a fighting portal to fight Kurtz. I've already fought him and beaten him, so at this point I really don't know where to go. And there is no jumping in this game, so it's mainly just on the ground fighting. Also, there are really no maps in this game, not that I know of, except like the one they give you at the beginning of the game. And I'll show you the other one right now when I get up to it. Or this one, where it shows you the map on the left, but it is kind of hard to follow. And I actually don't know what those signs mean. So I try to follow them the best I can, but I don't understand this game all well. So I came from over here. So this is like the main place where you spawn. The Central Harbor, like when you hop into the game, this is where you'll first spawn, the Central Harbor. Well, not where you'll first spawn. Where your first spawn is kind of like this wilderness kind of type area. And then you have to get to this point. But when you get into like the city bounds, this is where you'll be with the city harbor. Now, also there is fall damage in this game. As you saw when I pushed her off the cliff, she died. These glowing things. Once you activate them, there are save points, so you can't really be hit until you get out of it. Actually, oh, whoops. I was gonna say I probably should have checked where I was, but... And we spawn back at it. So when you're in these certain areas, like the Central Harbor and like different type of areas, when you find these things, you will spawn at them. So I'm here, so I need to go maybe up to the left, kind of. Oh, and these things on my back, they're called fragments. So on the kind of the left bottom screen, you'll see the abilities with left, right, up, and down. Those I need fragments to use. So let me see if I can. No, I think it's right, the meditation. Definitely not meditation. There we go. So powers. So this, as you can see, it's heal, and at kind of right side to the heart, you'll see the 2. That means it costs 2 fragments. Gravity costs 2 fragments. Shockwave costs 2 fragments. So everything, all your abilities cost fragments, really. Now, normally players will fight you. It's just things that people do for some reason. I don't really know why people fight you. Like, obviously there is PvP and there's PvP. And I'm actually fighting a player by accident. I didn't mean to do this. Bizarre clothes, I actually did think he was the enemy. Enemy or that? That's the enemy. And that's the player that was bugging us. Oh cool, I leveled up. I don't know what this dude's problem is. He kind of just started... I can't actually lock onto him for some reason. There we go. I don't know what type he is. Oh, I lost. That kind of sucks. As you can see, it is easy to spam those kind of moves, but I could have dodged them if I knew how to dodge correctly, but it is what it is, you know? But this game doesn't really favor anybody, so if you come in as a noob and you're like, you're very good at the game and how it works, then you could easily be a high level player. It's very easy. Okay, this is where we were earlier. So I kind of don't want to be here. I think I've already done everything I need to do here. Someone's fighting. Ooh, sorry. There are moves that do cancel others, like this light attack, like he was doing earlier. That does cancel most moves, but not all moves. And then these are the lights. Of course, different people have different combos because there are builds in here that you can do. Like, I'll show you. I think. Hold up. No, I won't. I knew there was someone else. I didn't think he died. Okay. Should be good. So, if I do this... combat deck. Oh, I didn't mean to practice. Or, actually, yeah. So, right now, see, I only have 2. So, you could have up to 4, I believe it is. But, so this, if I do that, it's going to be, so if I do this, it's going to be dodging attacks from below, right? Because, it's jumping up. And all these other attacks don't dodge anything, which is bad. So this is a breaker one, a defense breaker. This is to kind of get everyone to back off. This will dodge to the left, I believe it is. And then this one will dodge low sleep attacks. And you can change them out like I was saying. So like, if I wanted to, instead of doing this combo the whole time, I could change it to do something like this. And then I could have this. So instead of that, now it's this. So now instead of the other combo, it's just a concentrated punch and then a high kick. And now I could have this right here, where it's kind of fast, so it's like that, and then these ones I can't change all too much. Now if I go back and I test it, now when I start off my combos, you see my character flashing gold. That's because I'm timing my attacks correctly so that they move faster, kind of like flow faster. Also, you see this is going in a different direction, so I'm standing in a different direction. It's like I was showing you earlier, so like, or the game was showing you earlier, so if this is in a different direction, see how it won't do the same move as before. It will alternate different moves because it's in a different direction. So basically, it will usually just do it for you, so just like when you're doing your regular combos, it will flow for you. Of course, these do have to be in a certain direction. Like, this one has to be, this has to be in the top right. And then this one can be in sort of like the left kind of right quadrant, anywhere in that section. So if I do this, and then switch it to this, it will do the high kick. Like that. Yeah, there are definitely different moves to learn, like that one. I just don't have them unlocked yet. Usually when you're a beginning player, to make it easy on yourself, you want to really have moves that are in the same like kind of place. So how these are in the right corner, that's easiest because when you're fighting, it's just gonna do it easier. Oh, let's see how my attacks are slower now. Yeah, but just like that. So there we go. So that's kind of like the decks you can go. And then this obviously is attributes where you level up your stats. That's my combat style. So there are different ones that you can have. Yeah. And we're back in the same place. And there are people fighting down there. I figured because I saw a respawn bar. That white kind of up arrow you see is a respawn bar. I'm going to help this guy out a bit. If I don't get my butt kicked first, that is. Oh, the other guy died? Makes sense. Sometimes these computers are a little bit hard to beat. Oh, he almost killed him though. Wow, there are a lot of enemies over here. If you're fast, you can use, you can attack multiple enemies at once with the light attack. But when you're fighting, you also gotta make sure you're not letting people push you off the edge. But yeah, that was 3 people at once. Yeah, but as I was saying earlier, I don't know how to progress the story because I don't know where I'm going. I'm kind of just free roaming right now and hoping I'm finding something that I'm supposed to be doing. So, uh-oh. Well. So, this is mainly going to be just me probably dying a lot, and roaming around at the same time. Try not to go ways I've already been before, but... Oh, I got pushed off. I have a lot though. Oh, and then I just fell off myself. Well, that was fun. That's why 3 people attacked me at once. I wonder why. They're all from here. I think I'm supposed to fight them separately, but I accidentally fought them all at once. Any of them follow me? I don't think so. And yes, I know I'm supposed to be dodging more than I am blocking, but I still haven't gotten used to this dodging at the moment. Dodging in this game is all about prediction, pretty much. That guy's just stuck. Oh, I got a new attack slot unlocked. That's cool. So if I go back to practice, and now I have these 2 unlocked now. That guy's kind of stuck, so I'm not going to worry about him. So 2 people here. Okay, there are 3 again. I said if you're defeated, I'm pretty sure if you run away from them and get them out of combat, it also counts. But... So with heal, it's actually different than all the other ones. So it gives you a burst of health, and then it gives you a bit of regeneration. So the more you hit people, the more you heal. But if someone hits you while you're in that state, then then all the buffs get taken off. So if I were to do it right now, I would be healing and regenerating. But if she were to hit me, then it would instantly go off. Of course, she'd have to land an attack, not just hit me with blocks. So it's actually pretty different with windfall style. So basically, the less stuff you're wearing, the more damage you do. And you see I just took off those 2 moves, and now I'm doing 77 instead of 75. So the less stuff you do, the less stuff you're wearing and have on you, the more damage you'll do. Oh, well, I didn't do that. But, to be honest, I actually might just let it go here because I would keep playing, but the thing is, I'm not good at this game. I don't know how to progress through the story, and if I did, it would be different, but... So I think what I'm going to... Oh, I'm kind of stuck on the ledge. Kind of stuck on the ledge here. There we go. So I think what I'm going to do is come back to this game maybe I'll do the live stream later in the day and then come back to it when I know more stuff about it. Alright, so with that, I will end it here, and I'll come back maybe later when I know more stuff about it. But until then, I will be signing off. For now, I might actually play a different game in a couple seconds, but we'll see. So until then, goodbye.